That's good. But I mean, if I can ask you, like David, from all the teams that you play, if you need to choose one, like Liverpool, City, Watford, Portsmouth, what will be? I'm not going to do on live. It's between us.
It would be the team that I never played for, Luton Town.
Okay, okay. There's a diplomatic reply.
Yeah, well, I'm a Luton Town supporter, so I never played for them.
Yeah, that's good to know. Hello, Crypto Kid. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, we're missing Theo, and I think we can start in 3 minutes. Let me know, Dex, when we are on live, and I start. Crypto Kid, which team are you following on regular league season, like local?
Which? Well, I'm Turkish, so I follow the Turkish league a lot.
Okay.
In the Premier League, I support Man City because it's UAE owned.
Okay.
So
that's good. I think yeah, you're going to have in front a United team, so that's going to be good.
Yeah.
Start reacting too soon, man. They told me that you need to leave Crypto Kid after 40 minutes, right? Because you have a
yes, because I have a stream after. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, fine. I'm gonna focus the beginning with David, but if you want to jump, like I will do a lot of questions regarding football. So if you have any idea, just raise your hand or directly cut when I'm doing a speech, and you can throw the question. Okay.
Yeah,
Let's do a friendly speech, guys. I mean, no need to wait. Yeah.
All good.
Like interactive. Tiki taka, like we say in Spain.
All good.
Okay, we're going to be on live in 2 minutes. Dexter, did you send a message to Theo in private? He's coming? Okay. All right, that's good. It's a little bit early for him, I think. That's good. Okay. Okay. Should I jump on that one also? Oh, right. Yeah, because I'm with 2 PCs. Yeah, because I don't have all my setup. Okay, that's good. Well, let's go, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone, and welcome to another event from Zoomex World Cup space. Thank you all for joining us. I think right now we are entering in a exciting stage with the knockout round. From now on, every match matter. They don't have second chances. One goal, one save, one decision can be an entire tournament for any national team. So thank you very much for being here, David James, Crypto Kid, Farouk, Theo Mercier. I just want to do a small introduction for the people that doesn't know about Zoomex. We are all-in-one house platform. You can trade crypto, you can trade trophy, you can stake, you can follow master copy traders. And the last thing, you can predict also. So if anyone doesn't have yet an account on here, please follow us on social media, but also create an account. You're going to enjoy the platform. But let's jump on the main topic that we have right now with all these people here. Today we're going to discuss and talk about the last defense, the last under pressure line, something that probably a lot of people forget because they love to see the strikers, but it's important also to have a strong defense and for sure a strong goalkeeper. And for today, we have, I think, probably one of the best goalkeepers in the last 20 years from the England national team and also English Premier League, David James. As I mentioned, football, it makes history. We create everything, but also the people need to fight for that. And it's quite interesting the story that David James is going to start sharing with us. But before starting, David, I want to know because we're running also a giveaway for let's say foundation and organic purpose. So we want to know what is your national team selection that you think is going to win the World Cup? Because if you predict well, we will put 1,000 USDT on the program that you believe that we need to go and help them. So which is the team?
Okay, well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to everyone. Fernando, look, I'm an England fan. What I saw last night was enough. What I've seen in this tournament's enough, and I know there's a lot of guys screaming that their national team is better than ours, but I just think this year, this tournament, it's all about England. So that's my winners.
Okay, and which program for youngness in football or sport you want us to support and help?
That's a very good shout. I think. Oh, do you know what? I'm involved with so many. I think because England are part of UEFA, anything to do with UEFA Foundation.
Okay, that's good to know. So we're going to take notes, and if England wins, we will discuss later to help this program. Guys. I want to thank you also, Crypto Kid, Farouk, Tio, for being here. I know that probably you have different point of views for the World Cup preferences, so I think it's going to be a spicy space for everyone. As you know, we have a limited time with David, so I'm gonna just start doing the speech with him. But anyone that wants to interrupt me and ask something to Dave, please feel free. I mean, friendly space. Anyone can participate. Okay, guys.
Okay.
So yeah, David, you mentioned about the yesterday game about England and Congo. I think probably everyone of that is here watched that game. What was your thoughts, the feedback after this game? Because I think it was hard, no, for them.
Well, there's two ways to look at it, Fernando. We won the game, which is the most important thing. Anyone who's going to win this World Cup, they'll only do it by winning games of football, obviously. Sure. I think the goalkeeper for Congo was fantastic for 60, 70 minutes. Yeah. But he had to be fantastic because England were creating chances. So even though Congo went 1-0 up, I never felt that we weren't going to get the goal to equalise. The way that England have been playing, the players that we have, I think we have a Ballon d'Or winner in Harry Kane.
Amazing.
Yeah, and you know what? For successful teams to be successful, there's moments when the player steps up. And last night, Harry Kane stepped up. It was probably more difficult than people anticipated because it was Congo. But Congo went with the game plan. They got skillful, quick players. But yeah, England. I enjoyed it. I'm buzzing now because obviously the next game's against Mexico is the Azteca, this is World Cup heaven.
Yeah, it's crazy that one.
A knockout round in the Azteca. I mean, other than the final, it doesn't get much better than that.
Yeah, but coming back to the thing that you mentioned, Congo did a really good tournament, no? I mean, because they played well with Spain, they played well yesterday, I believe that. And as you mentioned, the goalkeeper saved a lot of goals. I remember Jude Bellingham. He just do a try score with the head, and he made a miraculous save, no?
Yeah, I mean, he did have a fantastic game, but I think when the opposition goalkeeper's playing well, it means that you're playing well as well.
Yeah, that's true.
The goalkeeper is allowed to make saves, so it's better than having a goalkeeper who isn't making saves and you have all the possession. Then something's wrong. But we created chances. He made big saves. There was a moment where Jude Bellingham, I think, was picking him up after the game because he'd made a great save after one of the shots or something, and it was like a friendly frustration. But as I say, Harry Kane, he switched. The header was fantastic. The second goal was unstoppable.
Crazy
Yeah.
goal. The speed, and he didn't have time. It was 1 second. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah. Well, when you've scored 70 goals in a season, it's kind of quite normal. But
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like 57, no, this season.
I think all goals. I don't know the actual number, but it's I think 50 odd in the for Bayern Munich plus his international goals. I mean, the guy is in the right place now.
Yeah, that's crazy. And I mean, I want to go deeper because you were an amazing goalkeeper, and you face a lot of pressure with penalties, etc., etc. And how do you describe like the pressure that the Congo goalkeeper had yesterday? Because it was, I remember like 20 minutes, England was non-stop attacking, and it was crazy. Like how you can manage that.
Yeah, sometimes it's good because it's constant.
Okay.
If you're in the zone, then you just keep shooting because I'm going to be there. I mean, some of them, the corner came over, Harry Kane volley was straight at him. I think it caught him in somewhere which might have hurt right at the end of the first half.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah, but in those situations, if it keeps going, then you're just ready and alert all the time. I think the pressure is when you don't have so much to do.
Yeah.
When your team's attacking, they're not scoring, then it goes down the other end, and you've got to make the big save. That's when the pressure. That's when the concentration's got to be there. With the Congo keeper, with the Congo goalkeeper last night, I mean, the deflection save that he made was fantastic again. And there's a part. The more this goes on, and if I can talk about the pressure at the moment, I think will be on the Mexico and the Spanish goalkeepers.
Yeah.
Two teams who haven't conceded.
That's true.
And in a really strange way in football, when you haven't conceded, you can think that we are unbeatable. But you can also fear that at some point you will get beaten. And it's how you respond to conceding that first goal. Everyone else has conceded goals, so they're not so worried. So Congo goalkeeper yesterday, fantastic. Harry Kane header, and then all of a sudden the goal goes in. Not too long later, the thunderbolt, and we've won the game.
Yeah.
Mexico and Spain have got this all to wait for.
Be ready, no, Mexican guys.
Yeah.
Be an amazing goal. What do you think about Theo?
Can I do one question?
Of course, man. Feel free. Jump.
When you start making a good save and another save, does your self-esteem rise, or do you nerves increase? It's because the other team is attacking, and you save one, save two, save three.
Yeah, as I say, it's very. Sometimes you feel unbeatable. Sometimes you're just thinking to yourself, "Okay, hit me another shot. I'm not letting any goals in."
Okay.
If you're, I think when you're leading 1-0, I mean, the scoreline was so important yesterday, because at 0-0, as we saw with Cape Verde in one of the opening games against Spain, every save is to stay in the game. When you're winning 1-0, every save is to win the game. And I know that sounds obvious, but to concede one, then you just think, okay, now the momentum has shifted, which it did yesterday. Once that first goal went in, I think there was a belief that there was going to be a second. And that's where, if I say the best goalkeepers in the world, they accept that goals go in, but don't worry about the scoreline.
Yeah.
They just say, okay, that shot beat me, next shot I will save.
Yeah.
There's no nerves. I mean, we've seen some fantastic goalkeeping performances, and Cape Verde may be the one that everyone will be talking about after this World Cup. But the best performance is the best goalkeeper. Just say, you shoot, I'll try and save it. Doesn't matter what the score is.
And I think we saw, I don't know if you watched yesterday also the Belgian game, when they were losing like 0-2, and Thibaut Courtois made a save, and 1 minute later, the first goal from Belgium. It was like, we were like 0-3, but no, 1-2, it changed everything. And I agree with you that the goalkeepers, sometimes they are undervalued, and probably they are super important, no? I want to talk about penalties. I don't know, David, how you feel about this topic, penalties? What do you think about them? Like,
well,
do you like it?
I sometimes. I mean, if I say sometimes, I'm not escaping the question. There's a time. I remember, if it's a normal in-game penalty, that I would feel I can read the guy. I know what you're doing. He puts the ball. By the time he's put the ball on the spot, it's like, I've got you. The guy takes a penalty, I save it, then I think everything's right. The funny thing is, I could feel exactly the same and then go the wrong way and they score. So it's kind of, I think there's a lot of pressure, and there's a lot of pressure on goalkeepers now because they have the water bottle, they have the information, and therefore the pressure on them to do what they know. But the strikers also have information on the goalkeepers. So, for example, we've had one penalty against Morocco with Bono.
Yeah, I was talking,
yeah, and what he did in one of the penalties, he steps one way.
exactly.
It's a little step, and he goes the other way.
Yeah.
And if he does a big step, then he goes back and then dives the same way that he did the step. So he was doing this 4 years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I know this because I watch him. So, if there's a penalty shootout and Bono's in goal, then the strikers will then know what Bono does. So if Bono changes, the psychology. Yeah.
That's,
Yeah,
I was going
for
to.
example, in the penalties, like some goalkeeper had a scary first face or rituals. Does that just come naturally after years of experience, or you practice your face, you practice your ritual?
Yeah, I think especially now in the World Cup, every team should be practicing penalties. I'm trying to think who won't be experienced in these situations in goal. That they will mentally, you'd like to think, practice being in that position. So my practice would be sort of imagining the penalty shootout, imagining the crowd, even to the point now, if you're playing at the Azteca, then you're imagining being at one end or the other and what this is going to be like. And then you imagine yourself, how do you stand in that goal?
No.
Jordan Pickford, 4-6 years ago, he was shouting and making funny faces, and then he's been calm. So he will have his thing, which I'm sure, first of all, mentally he's practiced. When the team are doing the training session leading up to the game, then he will go through this whole practice, I'm sure. So what you're seeing is well rehearsed. Again, if you know that let's say Jimenez, because he plays in the Premier League, Raul Jimenez, if you think he's going to take a penalty, which ones has he missed? Which ones has he struggled with? What has the goalkeeper done? Then maybe you act like the goalkeeper who puts him off. All these things. There's so many mind games in these penalty shootouts nowadays.
Yeah, but I was going to talk about the Bono because for me right now in this World Cup, I think is probably the best goalkeeper not to save penalties. I mean, on the penalty side, he has a mentality, or he showed that he has this solid psychology that probably when the striker or the players in front of him, they fear a little bit, no? Or that's something that you also notice on your trajectory, or it's something that I'm.
Yeah. This is the thing. The guy has a reputation.
And
he has a reputation.
Brings fear to the players, no?
Yeah, exactly. I think as I say, I see him doing things, which I saw in the last World Cup, and then I saw him in another penalty shootout a couple of years ago, and he was doing something slightly different.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking if he's doing something different because he knows everyone's seen what he does. So the next penalty shootout with Morocco.
Let's see what happened, no?
Well, the striker will be saying, "I think I know what you're doing," but you're going to do something. So he's but he's good. He's a big present. He's an excellent goalkeeper.
Yeah.
He's basically this World Cup yet again. He'll be holding the goalkeeping flag for the AFCON, won't he? So big gloves to fill.
And I want to go a little bit personal. When you were like a goalkeeper, the players, they have fear of you, or they were like more friendly? I mean, they didn't respect too much. A little bit of.
Are you talking about my teammates or my opposition?
Opposition. Whatever.
Well, it's funny because when I meet up with old ex-teammates, opponents, some of them do say, you were massive and no one wanted to sort of run into you. But there were one or two that always wanted to get physical. But I wasn't horrible, so there was no reason for me to be feared.
That's good. Diplomatic. I like it.
That's my version.
I like it. I like it. Well, I mean, I think everyone knows that, and noticed that the penalty is quite pressure. But what was the probably like right now on this World Cup, David? What is probably your top 3 goalkeepers that you have seen? You know, you mentioned Cabo Verde. We are talking about Bono, but do you think there is other ones like hidden?
It's difficult because Simon hasn't conceded any goals. The Mexico keeper, sorry, forgive me, I've forgotten his name right now, hasn't conceded goals. I think he's had 5-6 shots on target. Not a lot to do in that sense because the defence in front of him has been strong. I just generally I've liked the goalkeeping. A lot of the underdogs have produced, as we saw last night, they produced very, very high level performances. It's good. I mean, the distribution, which is something that everyone talks about as well. I haven't seen anything fantastic in that department, other than very set up teams. But yeah, I think. Yeah, I'm waiting to see. I need to wait till the next round. Yeah, we've had group stages which have been comfortable. The round of 32 has been kind of one-sided in a lot of senses. So it's going to be the round of 16 where we find our top goalkeeper, I think.
The real ones, no?
For example, I think the problem with comparing sometimes also influence if your team attack more, attack less. For example, some teams control the ball more and the goalkeeper receive fewer shots than others.
Yeah, like Spain, no? But we don't make too much, spicy content on the attack. We need a...
Yeah, but I mean, it's a very good point. But at the same time, as I say, I mean, distribution is not being good with your feet necessarily, just general distribution. If you have a good range, then you can create problems for the opposition. And this will be key because at the moment, as I say, I think a lot of the games, just even if the result hasn't gone the right way, there's been a lot of one-sided games. And we've seen top performances because the game has been so one-sided. I think when it becomes last 16, last 8, things like this, then the goalkeeper's distribution could be the difference between a team winning and losing a game. All the goalkeepers will be of the top level, but the distribution and the slight nuance in the quality of distribution will be the difference. And Simon has one fantastic set of feet on him, so he still has an opportunity. Although the trouble is, Fernando, I'm already sorry. England are going to win, so it doesn't matter how well Simon plays.
Like that one, that spirit. And how is the feeling? Because now we see friends. We see Kylian Mbappé, Ousmane Dembélé, Olis, Doué or Barcola. How is the feeling of a goalkeeper seeing 4 guys like this running in front of you? Like, oh my goodness, what I'm going to do right now, no? I mean, did you have this feeling on your trajectory as a goalkeeper?
Yeah, well, Fernando, I'll tell you what was interesting. So when I looked at the England-Congo game, my concerns was a bit of pace in the Congo side. I looked at the England side, and we had more quicker players.
Yeah.
The game coming up against Mexico, Mexico have some quick players, but we have more quicker players.
Yeah.
The France side, and anyone who, I mean, you guys love data and stats. So if you look at players who are whose top speed in the World Cup is over 35 kilometers an hour, we have 4.
Yeah.
France have 8.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, that's a metric that it makes something unreliable. I mean, to be honest, like France is super solid at this World Cup, I guess. But
sorry, just I have to do because I love these kind of things. It's not just 1 or 2 players in similar positions. I mean, France is all over the place.
Yeah.
They've got defenders, they've got wingers, they've got forwards. So it's one of these things that whoever's playing France, they just have to probably park the bus or get physical and try and stop Mbappe running at 39 kilometers an hour.
But physically, France is also super solid. I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know better than me, but I mean, you need to be a strong team. Farouk, you want to say something, or it was your microphone that switched on?
Yes, sorry, you can go on. I'm going to ask later.
Okay. Because I see you're a Manchester United fan, so I don't know if you want to say something about this. No. Okay. No worries. Okay, I was going to talk about mistakes, because we mentioned about penalties. We said that we have a lot of pressure, and how a goalkeeper, because sometimes we see some mistakes, defenders, midfielders, strikers, goalkeepers, every time that they made a mistake is something super huge, because it always ends on a goal. How was this pressure, and how was the mentality that you need to have to recover that kind of situation, David?
Yeah, I think, and again, the guys will understand this because it's similar in a lot of industries now. When you have data, real-time data, then whatever you do, you can relate that data straight away to whether or not it's good or bad. So, for example, if you're going back 20, 30 years ago and you make a mistake, you might never see it again properly, and therefore it's always in your mind. Whereas if you do it today, something happens at the half time. Well, I tell you what, something happens in the first 22 minutes. You could have an opportunity to run over to the bench and see it in the hydration break. And a lot of it is what happened there didn't make sense. Okay, now I know what happens, and you deal with it, rather than thinking that it was something that it wasn't. So in the world of understanding that everybody makes mistakes, everybody, even the best player. Well, Messi's mistake might be a bad pass, right?
Talking about
the reality, but Fernando, this is the reality. Someone who is that good as a footballer might suffer from a bad pass because he thinks it's a terrible pass. You understand?
Yes.
Someone who's not good at football and makes loads of mistakes might worry about the ball going through their legs. So how do you deal with it? You just have to understand what it was, why it happened, and essentially get over it and try not to do it again.
Yeah. You make me think about Uruguay. You remember the game against Spain that Bielsa changed the goalkeeper on the second half. That's something. I mean, for the goalkeeper, it must be something hard to assimilate, and he must bring and hit your psychology,
Yeah, I think anything when it comes to the management side of things. I was a manager who brought a player off after 20 minutes. But I knew that the game wasn't going to get any better for the player, so I had to make changes. I made changes. Fortunately, we ended up winning the game, but I had the conversation and explained why I did what I did. And I think this is it. If you can explain it to the player, especially if you're on a bench, the idea of being able to turn around and say, look, I've done this for that, or we'll have a chat in the changing room. Then the player will get over it, because normally what happens when a manager does something to a player, they need that player again.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, if you're eliminated from the competition, then maybe the manager won't be there the next time, so you don't worry about it. But in life, you just need to be able to communicate whatever decisions you make, and as long as that communication is understood, then you'll move on.
Communication. Yeah, I agree with you, David. Yeah, Farouk, I see that you raise your hand. Please go ahead, man.
Yes, I have a question for David. So,
Yes.
as a former goalkeeper, do you think saving penalties is more about preparation or just pure instincts?
Good one.
Oh, good. It's a really good question. As I say, I'm on the right platform here. There is a general observation of someone doing something. When you see in the World Cup, they'll show the last 5 penalties and they'll have the ball highlighted in certain positions. That's just a general observation. If you understand how the penalty taker took those penalties, for example, was there a stutter? Was there this? The little detail, did he raise his left hand when he went left? Did he put it down when he went right? Foot placement and all these things. Depending on what goalkeeper you are and how much information you can react to, then you're kind of waiting for that last split second where you've got all your information, then you explode. So it's more about preparation. Because like I was saying there before, when I thought I was the best goalie in the world and no one was going to beat me and I dived the wrong way, it was all instinct, and sometimes your instincts are wrong. The more information you have, arguably, the better your instincts get.
That's good. That's really nice reply, and thanks for the question, Farouk. It was quite interesting.
Great question. Great
That,
question.
that phrase is, by the way, very applicable to trading as well. Like the more information that you have in front of you, the more data that you can analyze, the better your instinct and ability to predict market movements get. So it's actually super, super related.
Yeah, it's true. That's true, CryptoGate. Thank you for the bridge. Yeah, that's quite interesting. Yeah, that's why I mean we do this kind of spaces with football stars, because I think the psychology that they develop on the trajectory, the professionals one, you can have a lot of like synergies, bridges between the talent and professional traders. You know, like the pressure that you have when you trade, the risk management, as you mentioned now, the knowledge of different data that is going to bring you like an accurate like open position, etc., etc. So yeah, completely agree with you, Crypto. And we are going to jump because we are running time. We're going to jump on the last topic, the fast questions for David.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna start with the first one. Like, what was the least football player, the striker or midfielder that you didn't want to face on your game? You know, on your trajectory, the one that make you super nervous, the one that sometimes you want to, I don't know, like to battle.
Okay, I'll answer this quickly. And I was never nervous.
Okay.
I was just always disappointed. Thierry Henry and Didier Drogba.
Oh, both of them are legends.
Right. Whenever it didn't matter how good I felt, when I left the pitch, they'd won the game, and usually one of them had scored.
Now they're friends of you, or you don't want to have
Fernando, they are two of the loveliest guys you're ever going to meet.
I can
Which is even worse because you want them to be horrible.
I can imagine. Both guys that I see some content of them, and I hope one day we can have the same space with them. Or we can do with you.
That would be amazing. Yeah,
super funny guys. And if you need to pick one striker from this World Cup, let's leave Harry Kane, because we know that you're going to probably repay with him. Like on top or in parallel of Harry Kane, what will be your favorite striker for win the Golden Boy, the top score striker?
Oh, to win the Golden Boy. Oh, okay. I don't want Harry Kane to win it. So if you love stats and data, the Golden Boot winner or the Golden Ball winner,
one win
hardly ever wins a World Cup.
I like it.
So Harry Kane doesn't want it. He'll score 9 goals and let someone score 10. I think Messi. Do you know what Messi? I didn't think this. Yeah, every year, Fernando. Every year, every tournament, this guy just seems to carry on doing. And there must be a moment in time where people go, "Oh, I know what he's doing now," but no one seems to know what he's doing. As in, he just keeps scoring goals.
Yeah.
What was it? Mbappe scores two goals, one from outside the box. So Messi scores 2 from outside the box.
Oh, I think Theo was living in Argentina, no, Theo? I mean, you are a Argentina follower, or you are more with Brazil?
No, I'm with Brazil.
Brazil.
Okay.
Vinicius. I like it.
Yeah,
He'll be there at the end. But I just I don't know, Messi. Oh well.
No, it's crazy. How old are he right now? Like 30. Cristiano is 39. No?
He's
39,
38, I think.
No, it's crazy.
38.
Yeah.
He's got
Well,
two more World Cups left in it.
Yeah. Well, Qatar was famous, no?
Wow.
But another space. let's don't talk about this. And from your side, like the best goalkeeper for this World Cup, in what we have seen right now, you know, what are your thoughts?
I think the Cape Verde. Forgive me, I haven't got my names with me in my head at the moment because I've not covered Cape Verde. I think that is one of the most wonderful stories in this World Cup. 40 years old. I know it's 3 draws, but if it wasn't for that performance against Spain in the first game, they're going home.
Cape Verde, yeah, no.
You know,
Man.
yeah, they're going home without that performance, and now they have an opportunity to do something which I think possibly very much too much for them. But I think he has been the outstanding goalkeeper so far in the tournament.
Yeah. So, to be honest, a lot of like small, like also Curaçao at the beginning, they surprised a lot, like different like football players. And it's quite interesting, this World Cup for that. I think we made a lot of discover. Yeah.
Mm.
Hope to see some of these players on the Real Madrid. We need some new players. Going going ahead, guys. I was going to ask you, like, so your thoughts about England? They're going to win the World Cup, David? Like 100% sure.
Yeah. Look, every argument that we can have about Spain, every argument we have about France, Brazil, Argentina, I can say the same arguments for England.
Okay.
So I'm an England supporter as a former player. There is no way that I think anyone's going to beat us until we lose. When we lose, I'll accept defeat. But
Okay,
until that moment,
last week we had Didi, Didi Hamann, the midfielder from Liverpool.
yeah, of course, yeah.
And he's 100% German, but he was saying that Germany was not going to win. He was more diplomatic. Now you change the philosophy and you're a 100% fan.
It's coming home. It's coming home.
Of course, yeah.
As the Prime Minister has said, it's finally coming home.
I think, do you know what? If we'd have played like Germany in that first game, then maybe I would have a different song to sing, because Germany did not look good throughout. Sorry, the first game they won 7-1. Second game, it was evident that Germany were struggling. So yeah, I'm okay with England, Fernando. Until we lose, I'm always going to be right.
I take the notes, and if England wins, we will need to contact you for the
Of course.
progress. Well, guys, I don't know if you have any other question, because David needs to leave us in a row.
Yeah.
So
If we had time.
yeah, you have 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes, David.
David, did you ever make a save and think instant, yeah, that one is going to the highlights, or that's not happen? You make a save.
Okay. So do you know what? It's a really good question, because, and it kind of goes back to about data and understanding, because we talk about mistakes and being able to get over mistakes.
Yeah.
The flip side to this is when something appears to be brilliant and you analyze it, you go, okay, that's what I do, then it's not so brilliant. Does that make sense? It's very rare, especially with an experienced goalkeeper, to be able to do something that you haven't done before. You're not going to be able to jump any higher than you have before, if that makes sense. You're not going to be able to spring. There might be some technical points where you've had to move into a position, react. I mean, the save we looked at Congo yesterday with the deflection, things like that, where your instincts and reactions will do something unique. Yes, there've been a few, but normally this really sort of takes the fun out of football. You look at it and go, okay, I've trained really hard to be able to make that save. I'm just so glad I made that save today. And again, when you're talking about trading, it's kind of, I've done all my homework. Yes, I got the right result, but it's because I've done my homework, rather than when you're young and don't know anything, you go, oh, I'm fantastic because I've never experienced it before. But it's a lesson more about preparing yourself to do that than it is expecting something to happen that you've never practiced or prepared for.
Really nice one. Yeah, Farouk, go ahead, man.
All right. So, question for David.
Yeah.
I just want to ask, how has goalkeeping evolved since the 3 years?
Again, a really good question. I mean, the clear and obvious thing is being used more in build-up. The change of the rules, and this is where goalkeeping evolves, essentially, is when the rules are changed. So when a few years back you could do the goal kicks inside the box to the defender, and then all of a sudden it's passing out the back, and that's where people talk about being good with their feet. When it comes to the actual physical side of goalkeeping, I've not seen any real evolution at all. You could argue that you can only dive one way or do this or do that. Yeah, when you see Martinez for Argentina, yeah, I mean he's a monster when it comes to crosses. When you see Ali, he is a monster when it comes to one-on-one situations. Sure. When you see someone like Simon, he's fantastic with his feet. So most goalkeepers will have a thing which they're better at than most others. But when it comes to general evolution, I've started my coaching badges, because I want to get in there and see if I can, coach part of what you're talking about is another evolution in goalkeeping, because there's a lot of similarities, and that doesn't make it bad. I just question when you see someone like Doué, who is a young superstar, Barcola, players like this who are playing a level of football which we weren't seeing the best players in the world doing 10 years ago, then something's happened outfield. But I'm not seeing any goalkeepers today doing things that we didn't see 10, 15, 20 years ago, other than maybe a bit more passing. But even that was about. So, yeah, there needs to be an evolution in goalkeeping.
Oh, that's true. Really good question, and also the feedback that you mentioned, David. I'm gonna close because I know that you need to leave. And as you know, we have a prediction market that we launched with the World Cup, and I want to do a prediction based on your thoughts. So, what is your prediction for the Spain Austria for tonight?
For tonight,
Yeah, for the games of tonight, we have Spain, and also we have, I don't know what's the other one, guys. You know it?
I should know this.
Today, Portugal.
Portugal and Spain, right?
Oh.
Spain, Austria, and Portugal, Croatia. So yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna launch. I'm gonna throw two predictions based on David's feedback. So for the Spain Austria, who is going to win? Austria or Spain? You can say Austria. I mean, no worries. I'm not going to.
I can't. Do you know what? I could say Austria, but I wouldn't believe it. I'm going to go
I appreciate
2-0. 2-0 to Spain.
Okay, I take note of that one. And for Portugal, Croatia, that one is.
This is a tough game because I don't think Portugal are at their best in the minute. Croatia were somewhat fortunate, but maybe on the upturn.
Yes.
I think I'm going to go 1-0 to Croatia.
I like that one because I was going to say something similar. Like I don't know why I see like Croatia more solid than Portugal for this game, but probably we lose the prediction, David. But let's see.
Well, sorry, I just have to add this point. And what I've loved about this World Cup, I don't know if any of you guys are into anime. Anyone in here into anime? Okay, if you're not into anime, there's a guy called Bucky Harmer who is a legend. And in the Bucky Harmer series, all these big guys turn up episode after episode. It's like Haaland, Mbappe, Messi, Harry Kane. The big guys are turning up, and Portugal's big guy hasn't turned up yet. I know he scored a couple of goals.
Yeah, but
I think there's a part where he, as fantastic as he's been, might try too hard, which leans towards Croatia nicking this game because they're not the best team, but I think they've got enough about them to spoil the Portuguese party. And sorry to anyone in Portugal because I love Portugal. I'm going there soon as well on a vacation. So
I lived in Lisbon for a few years. I love Portugal also, but I don't know. I feel like the national team on this World Cup is a little bit like more fragile than in the last Euro.
Mm-hmm.
But let's see. I mean, let's see. Probably they wake up. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo, and they have amazing individual players at the end. No,
they do, but I can only go from what I've seen before at the moment, and I just fancy Croatia in this one.
Yeah. Well, I take notes and I will do the prediction just after this amazing space. David, last word for this audience, for this space. Feel free.
Yeah, I just like to thank everyone for listening. Enjoy the rest of the presentation, and make sure that you keep tuned to Zoomex because their World Cup coverage is second to none. And I will be back on after I've swum around Trafalgar Square fountain after England have won the World Cup.
If they win, probably I take a flight just to see you on the Trafalgar.
Just come with me. We'll stand on the statues and wave flags and everything. Yeah.
Amazing. Much more appreciate, David. It was an amazing moment with you. Thank you for being here, and hope to see you soon. Thank you, man.
Thanks, guys, and thanks for some great questions. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye.
Well, guys, what do you think? Thoughts? Amazing, no? Huh?
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's
Very
very
interesting.
cool, very
Yeah.
knowledgeable, very interesting.
Yes, super friendly. It was super funny.
Super friendly.
Yeah,
That's the
I love
word.
it. I love it. Well, did you share the same like? I mean, do you see England winning this World Cup, or you have different like thoughts or predictions?
No.
Yeah.
I see, yeah.
My Brazilian guy.
I see Argentina or France. But
Argentina, France?
yeah,
No Brazil?
I think are in another level than the rest. But I don't know. It's a World Cup, and at the end, you can underestimate anyone. Everyone is there for a reason, but in my opinion, these two are one level up.
Right. Right. That's good to know. I mean, but you don't. I mean, you don't like fight for your national team, Brazil, man.
Yeah,
You-
but
yeah.
we are not at that level. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know. To be honest, they have a really good like probably the defense and midfielder is fragile, but you have like amazing strikers, no? Vinicius, Marcos, Mateus Cunha. Well, Paqueta was injured, but they have Martinelli. I don't know, Ryan.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. What about you, Farouk and Crypto Kid? What do you think? Also England, Argentina, France, or you have another surprise for us?
I mean, Argentina would be amazing if they won again.
You're a Messi fan, no?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Nice. That's good. What about you, Farouk? More Cristiano
For
Ronaldo?
For me, yeah, Ronaldo fan. So it'd be great if Portugal win, but I think France has the best team, and I think they have the better chance of winning.
Yeah, France has a solid team, to be honest, guys. Like every game that they played on this World Cup, I mean, it was crazy. No, they show that they have another speed against the opposites. I don't know. Well, so you replied to the first question, like what is the national team that you see, and right now from all the games that you have watched, what is the best surprise that you have seen right now? You know. Like probably Cabo Verde, Curacao, or other thing, you know, like Colombia. Colombia is doing well also, no?
Yeah, Colombia have played well. I like Morocco, but I think they are very high level play, a solid team,
True.
like they look organized, intense, confident.
True.
Yeah,
That's crazy. To be, you mentioned Morocco, and they have an amazing like players. You watched yesterday that Saibari was purchased by Bayern de Munich, no? I think. Super young, this guy. Man,
Yeah.
really nice. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, quite good. So you were surprised with Morocco. What about you, Farouk and Crypto Kid? Because yesterday Senegal, I don't know if you watched the game. It was crazy.
I don't
Senegal
watch,
lost by a
watch
goal,
it.
right? 3-2.
Yeah. But in the last 10 minutes, you know, Belgium, to be honest, they play super bad. And I respect, I mean, nothing to offend the Belgium followers, but I think the first 75 minutes of the game was a little bit horrible compared to what is Belgium, you know? And then everything changed in 10 minutes. It was crazy.
Well, Fernando, I'm just going to end off with my most surprising because I need to run as well.
Yeah,
But
I remember. That's true.
I think the most surprising for me was Paraguay's win against
Ooh.
Germany.
Amazing. That one. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That's a good one.
Unfortunately, they beat Turkey as well, which was not so nice.
But it's sad that you need to leave because I was going to ask you about Turkey, you know, because I think it's a good topic. But
it's you know I can tell you briefly, but I think that
yeah,
I think that I mean I watched all the matches obviously.
Yeah.
See the strategy that Vincenzo Montella had, our trainer, our coach.
Yeah.
It was a offensive strategy where we don't have so much focus on defense,
Uh-huh.
and it's pretty much dependent on the other team playing an offensive style too. As
Okay.
long if the other team is not offensive, then
Yeah.
you don't have the gaps to be able to penetrate and score goals.
Yeah.
What Paraguay and Australia did was they played very closed in to their defense. So we were very open. We were trying to attack. We couldn't get through. But
Yeah.
once the ball rebounded and we didn't have any defenders, they were able to go in and take their shot and obviously win, even though the possession was massively on our side and we had more shots that we tried to take. So it was quite sad. And the only way that our team could have won in our group was with the US, because the US play very pacey. They run a lot. They try to also come up with opportunities, but their defense isn't so strong. And that's why it worked out for the final match. But Fernando, thank you so much for having me on.
Thank you, Crypto
Good to be
Kid.
on the space.
Hope to see you.
Yeah, I'd love to join again sometime soon.
Yeah, I appreciate. In any case, we didn't have time to talk about too much trading, but yeah, hope to see you.
We should do a part 2. We should definitely do a part 2.
Yeah, 100%. We will contact
All right,
you.
man. Take care. See you. Bye-bye.
Bye, man. Bye. Guys, audience, listeners, I didn't say, but all of these speakers that we have, they have a social media account on Twitter as we have. So follow us, follow the other ones if you want to learn more about the ecosystem, about the industry. If you also want to explore our campaigns that we have ongoing right now for the World Cup, but also for the Wimbledon that is going to be soon. I mean, on Zoomex, every week we have news and we have campaigns. So it's a good moment to enjoy on this. Theo, Farouk, we have a thing like between 10 to 15 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead with the World Cup. From your side, what is the best goalkeeper that you haven't seen right now on the World Cup? Like the one that say, wow, I didn't know about this guy.
Right now. Well, to be honest, I don't know how to say, but I don't be a fan of goalkeepers.
Okay.
Maybe, I see more like strikers.
Yes, I can imagine.
So I don't have a solid opinion to say,
All right.
yes, this goalkeeper. It's true that Bono have good interventions.
Good saves.
Yes, Dibu Martinez always. Yeah.
That's our ambassador in Argentina.
Yeah.
Goalkeeper.
I don't have one that say, okay, this one.
I was going to say you, for example, I watched some games from Ecuador. I was surprised with the guy, but as David mentioned, the guy from Cabo Verde, like yesterday, and also against Spain, he played super well. But yesterday he made 2 saves that I was saying, wow, this guy can play in a Champions League team, because it was super fast, the movement that he had, the speed. But I also, similar to you, I was more midfielder, so I didn't focus too much on the goalkeepers. but
in the other hand, I don't see all the matches, and sometimes after I only see the goals. So
the highlights, the highlights.
the highlights and the goals, and yeah.
What about you, Farouk? The surprise of goalkeepers of this World
Yeah,
Cup?
I think it's the same for everyone. He's the Cape Verde goalkeeper. I mean, at 40 years old, no one expects him to be that good. So I think he's the best surprise out there for this World Cup so far.
All right, that's good to know. And let's go for quick questions, okay? The golden boy of this World Cup.
The golden boy?
Yes.
Well, follow my prediction. I think like Messi or Mbappe, and it depends who win. Of course, if Argentina win the World Cup, I think it's Messi. But golden boy, like for goals. But I think like yes, Messi or Mbappe, they are on the way. Yes.
The Farouk, for you, the golden boy.
I think it's going to be Mbappe for me. Mbappe.
Super strong, this guy. And the top assistant of this World Cup. That's a little bit tricky.
Top assistants. I don't know, but I think Olise is making good assists in the last games, and maybe he could be.
Olise plays another level of football.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
What do you think about? I don't know. He's like a mix between Messi, but he has the strong of Cristiano.
Yes, he can run, he can assist, he can shoot. Yes, it's very complete.
Yeah, but he run with the ball on the foot, like Messi. It's crazy. He doesn't have a space between.
And he's always calm and
that's true. What about you, Farouk? The top assistant?
Yeah, I think it's not so difficult. It's going to be Olise because I believe France is going to go all the way to the final, and he still has a couple of games to play and a couple of assists to make. So it's going to be Olise for me.
You are a Manchester United fans and a French fans, no? That's a mix.
I'm actually a Portugal fan, but yeah, I think Olise will have the highest.
But Portugal, man, I mean, they have an amazing team, but it's like they are not leveraging, they're not no?
They are not in sync yet. I don't know what the problem is exactly, but I just hope they get their problem sorted soonest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Theo, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I think Portugal has top midfielders. It's like very top. Class, but maybe they just need to exploit. I don't know.
Well, I think everyone think the same. No, I mean, I'm thinking about Cristiano Ronaldo. No, like this topic that every team needs to play for him. That's something that they discuss. But yeah, let's see what happens tonight. I'm quite bullish on Croatia, to be honest, but let's see. And we did the top assistant, the top golden boy. Which team is going to receive the less goals from your side, guys? From my side is France, I think. Because they have a
Oh,
strong defense.
The less?
Yes, less goals.
Let's go. I don't know. I don't think that France it's too solid at defense,
Right.
but they keep the ball. They have a good possession. But when the other team attack, I think they are not too strong at defense.
Okay, I see your point. I get your point. Like, let's see France against a strong team, no? For example, England or Spain or Portugal or Croatia.
Yeah.
What about you, Farouk?
Well, as for me, I think it's going to be Mexico because so far they've not conceded any goal, and against England, I don't think they are going to concede so much goal, even if they get knocked out. So maybe 1-0 or 2-1 or something. So I think they will concede this goal in the World Cup this year.
That's good to know. I'm gonna do the last two questions. If you are a coach today, which national team you will select to coach? France? Okay, you go easy, man.
It's so easy. I mean, it's so easy because
hard to manage, the personalities, no?
Yeah, you just tell them go there and have fun. You don't have to say too much because there are so many talented players.
I like it.
Yeah.
What about you? Yeah, also French or another team?
Yeah. I think French, but you have to know that if you coach French or Argentina, you have all the pressure. No? That's like you need to win or win. It's not a good tournament. You need to.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true. I think I will go with Brazil. Just to see on the training session, Vinicius, Hendrick, like all these good players, like doing some tiki taka, like doing dribblings and funny things, FIFA Street, just to watch that kind of things. And let me finish, guys. Like I don't know if you used before the prediction market. Did you use the Zoomex prediction market or not yet?
Yeah, the prediction market.
Yeah.
Yes, I use, but not a lot. But I tried, and it's very fine. It's very it's good.
What is your win rate? Mine is 50%. So I make
50%. It's a good rate.
It's super bad, man. It's super bad.
Nah, I don't know.
What about you, Farouk? You do some prediction?
To be honest, I've not gotten to use it yet, but I'm going to start using it.
Yeah, I mean, for sure. I know that you're new on Zoomex, so yeah, I mean, if you need anything for the prediction market, we have a good website for that. But if you have any question, man, feel free to reach us on social media or directly to the team, But yeah, I mean, I did some prediction this morning for the Spain.
I think there were a lot of surprising results in this World Cup.
Yes, I agree with you. I lost a lot of.
Yes, but platform, it's very good and work smooth. Yes.
Yeah, and we added the Wimbledon games, and we're going to in a campaign that probably will be launched tomorrow. So yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be funny. This product for everyone, for all the people that love to predict and win. Well, guys, thank you very much, Theo, Farouk. I don't know if you have your last words or anything that you want to put on the table right now, but from my side, it was crazy. Thank you, David, Crypto Kid, that you left before. I think it was an amazing space, funny. Everyone laughed, everyone learned about the pressure, about the consistency, about the knowledge that you need to know. But yeah, I mean, thank you very much, Tia, again, and Farouk to be here.
Thanks to you. Yes,
really appreciate to having you here this afternoon with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Fernando.
And thank you all the listeners and the audience to be here. Next week we will host a new space with another amazing football player from South America. We can only say this. So yeah, I mean, we are running our 2 last episodes of the World Cup. So stay tuned, follow Zoomex Official on Twitter, and hope you can win some rewards and giveaways. Thank you very much. Have a good
Okay.
day, good afternoon,
you.
good night. Take care. See you soon,
All
guys.
right, thank you.
See you
Bye.
soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.